Hey, what's up? I'm Adam with Aerial Motion Photography, and in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to create and install a wrap from decalgirl.com. On their website, you can choose from their preloaded designs, or you can make a custom design. So what I did is I created this custom one with my Aerial Motion Photography logo on the front, and I picked this bright neon yellow color. And in this video, I want to show you guys how to design it. It was really easy to do, and then how to put it on. So if that sounds interesting, let's get into it. Okay, let's create our custom skin. So you go to decalgirl.com. In the top left, go to shops, drop down menu, drone skins, DJI Mavic Air 2. Select that, and then you can see it'll say shop our skins or create your own. If you just want to design, they have tons of different designs, colors, combination. They have a lot to choose from if you don't want to do a custom design. But in this video, I'm going to create a custom design. So create your own. And then it'll take you to a blank canvas for the Mavic Air 2. What you're going to need to do is you're going to need to upload your images. So go up here in the top left, images, and then upload new image. So I have my Aerial Motion Photography logos. So already saved to my desktop. So here's my logo with the wings, and I'm going to want to put that image on the nose of the drone. And so it automatically places it on there, and then using the constraints, you can make things smaller and larger. So I'm going to want to put this on the nose, but I want it to be flipped the other way. So I'm going to go to the bottom right and do flip vertical. And that's how I want it. And then those pink lines are the constraints of where it's going to cut out the decal. So you want to make sure you're inside of those. So I want the bottom of the wings to be just like that. So I think that is a good size, maybe a tad smaller. Okay. So I want to put that there, very easy. And then I want to put my circle logo on this back spot where the sensor is. So same thing, and go to image, upload new image. And I have just my circle image, which is the palm tree with my Aerial Motion Photography logo. And then so it's uploading that, and it automatically places it again. And so I'm going to want to make this a lot smaller. And I'm just going to want to place it right about there. So just making sure I'm inside the lines. And I think that'll look pretty cool. And then for color, so I want to make this a super bright fluorescent yellow. So they have tons of colors to choose from, but I don't see any bright yellows. So what I want to do is I'm going to find my own yellow, and I'm going to import it. So I'm just going to go to Google. I'm going to type in neon yellow. And then they have lots of yellows to choose from. And so I'm going to pick this yellow right here. So I did a screenshot of the yellow that I want to use. And let's say I tried to upload that image. I'll show you an example. So since that was such a small screenshot taken from a website, the quality is going to be very low. It'll still let me put it there, but I know that it has the possibility of being pixelated. And you can see in this top right, it says it's larger than the original size and may be blurry. And I'm going to drag that yellow into Photoshop. And then I'm going to take the eyedropper tool, and I'm going to select that yellow, and then I'm going to take the paint bucket tool, drop it down there. So this is the same size as a piece of paper in the US, so it's good size for the drone. And I'm going to save this as a JPEG, save it to the desktop, and I'm going to go to upload new image, and then here it is. It's going to be the Untitled 2 right here. Just like the other times, I put it directly on the drone, but I want that to be the base color. So I'm going to go down here, and I'm going to put move layer below. And there it went under the first one. Press it one more time. There it is under the second one. That looks very good, and that's how I want to have it made. And then you can go to the different parts of the drone if you want to add those images to the different parts. So the only thing that I want to do is I want to add it to the bottom. So it automatically put that yellow, and that's the yellow I want to keep. But I want to put my AMP logo. So I'm going to upload that. Here it is saved. And I'm going to want to put that right here on the panel and then right there on the panel. I'm going to scale it down and then I'm going to rotate it. I'm just pressing this rotate button. And that looks pretty good. And I want to put the same thing on the other side. So I'm going to go back to images. I'm just going to drop that down. And a quick way to rotate it is you can just hold that down right there. Turn it. And then I want to make it the same size as the other one. That looks pretty good. It's a tad small. Nice. So that's how I want to have that there. Then I want to go to controller. So for the controller, I want to have it be that same bright yellow in the full size image. And then I want to put my circle with the wings on here. So I'm going to select that again. That's going to look awesome. So I'm going to size it down. You can see where the joysticks and the power button are. So I'm just going to size it down a little bit. Then I'm going to go to next. Okay, and now it's going to show your whole design, and I think that's going to look really cool. The next thing you can choose is the shopping cart, and that's how you can go ahead and pay for it. They are having a coupon right now. It says Spring 20, so it's 20% off, so make sure you use that. And with the magic of television, let's move to the next part of the video of me putting the skin on the drone. I'm really excited to put this wrap on with just the quality and the color. It looks amazing. I had one made last week for my Mini 2, and there's this nice orange color. And I'm excited to put on this yellow one for the controller. And before you start, they say to prep the surface by cleaning it off with water and a rag. They say don't use any alcohol and just to let it dry. Luckily, this is a new drone that I just got back from DJI Care, so I'll be starting with a fresh surface, and then I'm going to start with the battery just so I can get a feel of how this sticker is putting it on to the drone. So what I noticed for the battery, it's going to be pretty easy to line up because you have the button and then the logo. So that's why I wanted to put this one on first, just to get a feel from it. They also say if you get any kind of bubbles, not to peel it back off, so just push it out and that it should come out off to the side. I'm going to try really hard not to get any bubbles. I made a video about this wrap grade that I put on before, and on this one I did kind of stretch it. I thought that's how you're supposed to do it, but on this brand they say not to stretch it. So I'm just going to put it on nice and easy. This probably wasn't the easiest one to start with because there's so many different levels of it, but I do like how you can line everything up. So let's see how this is going to look. Okay, next I think I'll put the front on, and just going to peel it nice and easily. So I think I found out what they mean by the channels. It's these little cutouts. I think that's what they mean. So I'm going to start from pushing down in the back, and then push it down forward and just making sure I don't get any bubbles. This seems to be working for me. The Mavic Air 2 does have more concaves than the Mini 2 does. Nice, that lined up pretty well. And then you need to pull the arm in so you can keep putting the decal down. Okay, that worked. Little bubble. Not anymore. Yeah, so just keep on pressing off to the side and it should go away. Okay. Gotta be careful with this gimbal. So let me put on the back so I'll have the whole top end finished. And I can start working on the sides. This one should be able to line up pretty easily because of the sensor on the back. Okay. This is not going to be as easy as I thought. Okay. So, kind of the difficult part about this is the little strip that goes that way. It has to go along that edge. And you gotta have to like commit to it. Okay, so what I did is I lined it up right along that line, and I think that's gonna be perfect, hopefully. Now what I'm gonna try to do is go off this bottom line, because what happened when I was going from the top is it was turning that circle into like a stretchy oval. These channels are very helpful. So what I'm doing is I'm just pushing in from the center and pushing out like that so that any little air doesn't get stuck in. It all gets pushed out. And then along here, it's just a tight fit. You kind of just have to just go for it. And it just follows it around just like that. Let's see, did I do it? Okay, that went around pretty nicely. Let's see if I could do the same thing on this side. I'm gonna clean this surface off a little better. I've been like touching my hair and no, pretty good. I didn't see on their website where it says to use heat or not, but in this case, I think it'll help a little bit because there's some things that helped a little bit, helped flatten it down. Got everything a little bit more like. So the next thing that I'm going to put on are these side panels right here. And that's what I just cleaned off with the water in the towel. Okay, so there's two, there's two parts. There's this big part right here, and then there's a smaller part right there. So I'll do the big part first. There's just so many different angles. Let's see. Guess I'll use my phone or something like that. Okay, that helped. Just trying to go off that top line. Now let me go off this bottom line. Okay, so I went off that bottom line, starting in the middle, pressing out. It's really bendy right here. Okay, that worked well. And then, let's see, follow this line. So I put it on that line and just kind of pushed it backwards. Okay, and then there's a little triangle right here, and I give you the triangle right there. What do you guys think of this color? Drop it down in the comments if you're liking this yellow, or if you don't like it, let me know what color you guys would have put. Fit in that corner just like that. Okay, same thing on this side. Okay, that one was kind of hard. But I will say that they are forgiving, and it seems like I put it down once, peeled it back up, put it down again, and it seems like it's unaffected. So that's good. Good news. there's two things left more on the sheet. This back half and then the tiny little thing in the front. So let's do this back half. So this one should be kind of easy because you have so many things to line it up with. Nice. So it fits really nicely just around these vents. And then there's a tiny piece that goes on right there too that I didn't notice. Nice. And then the last is this little front nose piece. I remember this was kind of tricky when I did it with the other wrapping. I have to take the gimbal protector off. And then so on this part, I'm going to err a little bit on the side of overlapping it so that there isn't any kind of seam. So I'm just erring a little bit on this top part. And same kind of thing, start in the middle, press it out. Okay, so I'm getting a little bit of a crease right there. So let me pop it back up a little bit. This is looking very good. All I have is this bottom piece and then these legs right here, and we're all finished. I'm loving this color. It's so bright. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to fly this. Dang, I was hoping it was just like one sheet I could just put on there, but there's 1, 2, 3. I wish I could just like, and the power of television, just like when they do those cooking shows and they pull it out of the oven and it's already done. One day. One day. So if it goes like this, then it should go like this. I think I'm putting it on the wrong side. I think that's why it's not fitting. So, pro tip, if it's not fitting, try the other side. Finally got it. If you guys have done this kit, let me know what part was the most difficult for you guys. For me right now, it's that part. Let's keep going. Come on, keep going. Okay. So I got my aerial motion photography. That's my amp right there. This one's a little tricky too. Tricky. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to go off the vent and the slot for the SD card. I've found that if you find any kind of like landmark or line to follow, it helps out a lot. It's starting to look like a bumblebee, and I hope it doesn't attract bees. If you want to see a kind of a crazy video, I was flying my Mini 2 and it got attacked by like a giant swarm of bees, and they were literally following it everywhere they're going, and they were like attacking the drone, and it was kind of scary. I had to land it far away from me so that the bees wouldn't be too close. Okay, let's see. Same thing. And then what I'm going off of is that little insert for the USB-C plug. I'm going to line it up off this USB-C tab, and just so you guys know, the internal storage, that is where you plug in the USB-C cord into that hole, into your computer, and that's how you can get the internal storage. And just so you know, you have to turn the drone on. It doesn't just transfer it just by plugging it in. Yeah, this material, it's stretchy enough where if you're a tiny bit off, you can just manipulate it and you can kind of get it into place. If you're just a little off. If you're a lot off, you should redo it. Now that we're on a roll, let's just keep on going. Let's keep on going. It does have the little tabs to put over the tab sticker. So this tab goes here. Now that I'm talking about like tips and did you know, I recommend changing out your SD card. Like if you got really good footage and you're still flying for the day, have multiple SD cards. So let's say you lose your drone or something, you don't lose all your footage from the day. And I know that from experience, and it sucks. Nice, nice little trapdoor action. And then boom, this bottom piece just fits on like that. Nice, 2 more pieces, boom. Okay, lots of little holes to line it up with. So if you guys have any drone questions, drop down in the comments. And if I know the answer, I will reply. And if I don't, I will try to find it out. Boom. And then I think there is one last piece. 2. Well, 3. And then the last 2 pieces just go on the front. So this side was B. Let's see, right underneath this marker light. Okay, last one. And then it also comes with 2 other battery ones, which is kind of cool. The kit that I had before, it only came with 1, but you can buy more. But that's cool that it comes with it. Just like that. Boom. I'll give you guys the first look. So sick. Yeah, I love it. I love the color. I love how my logo, I was just guessing on that sizing, so that looks perfect. I love the aerial motion photography on the side, low key, and yeah. These were my original stickers that I had made, and I would always put them on the front of my drone, and I thought those were cool. And then I came across this company, and yeah, it looks like a million times cooler and more pro. If I had to say, like on a scale of 1 to 10, like the difficulty on this, I'd probably say it was about a 6 or a 7, depending on, I guess, your skills or how hard you really want to try. You really, especially for these Mavic Air 2s, there are a lot of different angles and channels. So I think it's just a difficult drone in general. This is the second time I've done a Mavic Air 2. But when I did the Mini 2, that was this orange color, that one went by a lot quicker. And I think the Mini just is, well, it's smaller, but I think it has less sharp angles and less stickers needed. I'm excited. This is going to stand out in the sky. So this is the one that broke, and then that's how I got this brand new one. So I don't know if I'm going to post this video or not, but I was getting really into feeling myself through in the FPV mode just by seeing all those FPV videos lately. And you can put your Mavic Air 2s in FPV mode, and it's just in the settings under camera, and there's like follow mode and then there's FPV mode. And what FPV mode does is you know, it turns with the camera. So I was really getting into that. I was flying in sports mode and I was banking around. I was at this reservoir, turning around, and I was just concentrating all in the picture, and I just, boom, I clipped the top of a small bridge, and it just crashed right into it, fell to the bottom of the lake. And this was a place that I've never been before. And I thought, since it was like a water lake, there's like a water reservoir. I don't want to say where it is because I Googled it and it's like a big deal. You're not supposed to go in there. And I didn't realize that till after I was done. But so it hit the thing and it landed in the water. So I knew exactly where it was because it just hit the bridge and went straight down. So I went in there, jumped in and went to get it. And I didn't realize that it was literally so much deeper than I thought it was. Like, I thought it was going to be super shallow because I thought it was just like a shallow lake, but I guess you like walk in and then it goes like straight down. And on the pilings, it said like 40, but I thought it was just like 4 meters or something, but I think it meant like 40 feet. And so long story long, I guess, short story long, or whatever you want to say, the bright orange is what saved that drone because I could see it and I was just about to give up, and then I saw it and it was just like shining. So I just kept like swimming down and I got it. And like my ears like hurt so bad because that's how deep it was. And I got it. And then it fully ejected the camera. Actually, I popped up with it and the gimbal was off. The camera was off. So it's underwater and there's like no way I could find it again. So long story short, like I just tried to say, this like saved my drone's life because if I didn't find it, then I wouldn't be able to have got this replacement drone. So that's why I'm really into now having bright colored drones. But thank you very much if you're still watching this video. If you enjoyed it, give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe down below if you want to see more videos like these, and check the notifications so you'll be notified when I upload my newest videos. As always, my name's Adam. Fly safe, take care, peace.